guys, welcome back to Resistance Chicks. This starts part 2 of our coverage of what is happening in Italy specifically, also Europe, but specifically in Italy, with all of these migrants coming over from, that are Muslim, taking over all of Italy. It is July 23rd, 2017.
So, this is a video where a reporter goes around asking the Muslim men why they feel like they need to tell Italian women how to dress. And there was a quote that says, Islam hates women, and they're going to kind of go into this.
Per qualcuno è la sintesi della fallaci.
We will make a synthesis of this. Do you want to stop it so we can read it?
The quote that Islam hates women. I kind of went over that.
Go ahead, you can read it.
So we went out to meet up with the community, one of the Islamic communities of
Siamo andati a contatto con una delle comunità islamiche di Milano per capire
to understand the reaction towards a typical Western woman
rispetto ad un modello di donna occidentale che
who refuses to conform to the current dress code of Muslims in their community.
Che invece vanno in voga nella comunità musulmana, tra le donne musulmane. Allora, Nicole, Dilio, e poi commentiamo questo servizio.
The veil is a sort of real protection for a woman. Well, why do you go around naked? A woman, when she is covered, is respected. If someone has a veil, people respect her. Do you understand? After the events of Cologne, after the molestations and assaults in Germany, the director of Huffington Post writes on her blog, such a large operation of molestation cannot just be seen. She really speaks really fast. As a gesture against women, but to see if this is a challenge to Europe, we went to some mosques in Milan. To see what Muslims think about Western women and their values. I was dressed like this, high heels, tight jeans, which was not appreciated by some. Now, to me, while she has tight jeans on and high heels, she's fully clothed. Right. She has on a long coat. It's like winter.
Right.
You know,
and the guy says to her, you provoke, you provoke. And she says, I provoke. And he says,
she has on pants and a big puffy coat.
Except for the side, so they can breathe.
I wanted to ask you a question. Western women, whatever you like, it's useless replying to you. With your mentality, it's pointless. What mentality? What is my mentality? So this guy is responsible for the mosque in Via Vienna, one of the places noted for radical views. The attitude of shutting us out was total. They didn't give us a single comment. They went on to another mosque in Berta. We wait, and only when the worshippers have finished do we manage to exchange a few words with the young men. Did you hear about what happened in Germany on December 31st? And they hadn't heard about it.
I didn't exactly follow what happened. I told you I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it. I read, that is, I only read the newspaper headlines and cannot understand what happened. Why were hundreds of European women molested by groups of immigrants, mainly Muslims? Is it the freedom of European women that annoys the followers of Mohammed? Is there a link between violence and Islam? We try to ask them from this starting point. A Muslim woman would never be dressed as I am now. Why? This is freedom. In the moment when I see a pretty woman going around like that, I personally like dressing in these trousers. I like wearing high heels. If you risk something worse to get yourself noticed,
it's okay to rape anyone who doesn't have the hijab.
Right. There is the prevention, and therefore a woman should cover herself appropriately. Have you understood it well? Women for this young Muslim man should cover up.
This is really important.
Have you understood it well? Women for this young Muslim man should cover up to prevent being molested.
Raped.
Le donne per questo ragazzo musulmano si devono coprire per evitare le molestie. Insomma,
so for him, it is the women who should be responsible for men's excesses. We try in another Islamic center near to the central station. We go down into a sort of basement after having spoken by phone to those responsible, and after waiting, we manage to enter. Listen to what this man tells me. At home, I know at home you can do whatever you like. Outdoors, not even perfume. A woman wearing a miniskirt. What does she demonstrate? She demonstrates, look at me and how beautiful I am. Look at me, look at me. It is enough to wear clothing that doesn't allow your shape to be seen. That shows men, look, this is her shape. They should not show that there are breasts, thighs, hips. Women can dress how they like, but they must not show their shape. Thus, long skirts, long sleeves, no décolletage, not even perfume. It doesn't end there. If you pass by in a mini skirt and heels, you pass first. Afterwards, a Muslim woman passes. In my opinion, the covered up woman earns more respect than the one who goes around in a miniskirt. Surely, to 60% of men, someone jumps on them, other man speaking. This is a thing that men and is violent to them. Only covered women are to be respected. All the others instead are themselves responsible for violence against them. We go to the mosque in Sagrat, and here again our questions appear awkward for the Muslims. Some don't want to be filmed, some who pretend not to understand. I don't speak Italian. You don't speak Italian, you're speaking Italian. Those who tell us to go away, those who do not reply, give us a true rebuff as to how women should dress. For women, it is only appropriate to show their face and hands, whereas the rest of the body should be covered up with an ample dress of opaque material. Why is it obligatory for her to be totally covered up? But why do you go around naked? First of all, when a woman goes around covered, she is respected.
Stop.
He just said she went around naked.
The girl has pants on and a big puffy winter coat. If that's naked, clothing is...
I feel like the word naked should be translated as like how you came out your mama's womb. When she doesn't draw attention to herself, she's covered up and therefore no one harms her.
Say that again.
She doesn't draw attention to herself, she's covered up and therefore no one harms her. But I would feel my liberty was being constrained if I couldn't choose what to wear. That is true, yes. We moved to another Islamic center in Viva Padova on the outskirts of Milan, with a high concentration of foreigners. We try to question some people. Go away. You can't come here and bother us. We're not trying to bother you. No, you have no... I am in a public place and have a right to question, but you have no right to enter here, he says. We managed to speak to a few of them, but the replies are still the same. Women must cover up.
She's got this turtleneck up to her neck.
It's true, it's true. It is a form of protection for a woman. Perhaps a drunk sees a girl who stimulates that sensation and he goes to touch her.
You're not even allowed to drink in Islam. What is that even supposed to mean?
If one is Muslim or Christian, if they are wearing a veil, people respect them. Do you understand?
So, basically, what we just saw,
and that's from jihadwatch.org, actually shared that, I think.
Why in the world would anyone allow people into their country who believed that the women in the country were dressed naked and as sluts?
Right.
You don't get to come into the country and view people in such a negative way.
No.
Now, listen, I'm all for modesty, and it sounds... I actually like people who say, you know what, that person is dressed modestly. Somebody said in Poland, the women dress modestly.
I'm going to be completely honest here because I want to be, again, fair and balanced. I honestly, in my view of how women dress and should dress, I do have more respect for women that are dressed modestly as opposed to women that are not, but a lot of times I just feel sorry for them. I don't think to myself, oh, she's just asking for it or something like that. I just think, you know, she has more self-respect for herself, you know. But there is the question as to what is considered naked, you know. I mean, like Leah said, that
we've been over what naked is, and you know, it's kind of like,
or immodest,
right? And that is, modesty is an eye of the beholder. It truly is. But they have an entire culture. And their problem isn't that they encourage women to dress modestly. It's that they control women and then they rape people and say it's okay to rape people and molest people.
Right.
What if a drunk person just goes to touch you because, you know, blah, 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 blah. That has got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard. One of the stupidest things I've ever heard. And it just goes to show you that this whole swath of males believes that if the and they have their own definition of modesty. Their definition is different in different Muslims. Sometimes some have to wear the whole burqa. Some have to, and their definition of naked is their head being covered
or hair.
They're naked with no head covering.
Right.
And it's just absolutely insane. And I don't really know. I mean, it's just insane. It's insane.
Like we were saying earlier, something has to give and something has to change.
Right. So over here, I don't know if you want to wait and just do this as a third one. Because a giant anti-migrant message plowed into the Italian field.
All right, come back in a minute. This is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not just a conspiracy theory. If it's a truth, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring that bell for notifications. Find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We love you. God loves you. God bless.
I was cold all alone. No place for home every day. So afraid, but you call